Yes, sir! What's up? I'm Greta Creates and I'm back with another video. Today we're going to be covering the Kaboom power-up in Fortnite in UEFN. Make sure you check out my new map I just released. It's a zone war. It's a 6v6. Make sure you use code FRZN ARMY, no spaces in the item shop. And if you have any questions, join my Discord. With that being said, we can jump right into the video. Go into your content drawer. Go ahead and pull out a Elimination Manager and place that down. We're going to name this Kaboom Manager. Enable that game start on. Number of items dropped. You could do one. You could do all. We only have one thing in here. You could just do one if you want to. Target type. Do all creatures. So the initial movement, put none so then it just floats. Drop chance, put 1%. This is just 1%. Random spawn distance, I would keep it within 1. So anything from 1 and under. A run over pickup, put on. Item scale, I wouldn't go anything above maybe 2. None of these matter, so don't mess with any of those at the bottom. Go into your items, grab the blast powder, and drop 1 blast powder in there. So next, go into your content drawer and pull out a item remover. It's like a little book bag. There we go. Pull that out. Name it Kaboom Remover. This is just going to remove the item that we just placed in the other one. Enable a game start, yes. Objects and device, because we're going to drop an item in there for them to remove. Changes to percentage. You want this to be 100%. Removal method is remove item. Apply to all players, so it will remove all like these from all the players, 100% of them. And then play audio, turn that off. Now go into there and drop. You can drop the rest of them that remain. It doesn't matter, just drop 1 or all of them in there. It's going to take all of them no matter what. Okay, so the next settings, go into your content drawer and pull out audio player. Place that down and name it Kaboom Audio. Enable during phase, always. Restart audio. Keep that off. Audio is search and destroy explosion, I'm pretty sure it's called. Audio, you can do 2. Play location is local play. Playback speed, I like to slow it down a little bit because it makes it sound a little bit more like doesn't sound as cartoony as the Fortnite explosion. Enable spatialization, I don't know what that means, but turn that on. Stereo spread, put that at 200 so it sounds like you can hear it. Instead of hearing it from one direction, how you would hear it normally, putting that on makes it so you can hear it throughout your whole headphone. Whatever this setting is, turn that off. And then sync player audio, turn that on. The rest of the settings do not mess with. I'll pick it up, copy it, paste it over to the next one. All I need you to change is audio is going to be spooky pit fire rumble. And everything else should be the same. Let's go over the Kaboom timer cooldown. So timer device, place it down. First off, obviously, name this Kaboom cooldown timer. 60 seconds, that's how it normally is. Keep it there. Completion behavior, reset. I like to just have this as like a visual display to me, but you don't really need to change this. But display time in seconds, put seconds only. Show and HUD, turn that to no. Audio effects, turn that off. And that is all you need for that one. Next item, image volume. Name this Kaboom volume. Enable on phase, turn that to none. I'm gonna get comments saying, why do I keep dying as soon as I start the game? If you don't actually click that off, that's what's gonna happen. So make sure this is none. 100, 100, 100 on the width, depth, and height. Damage type, elimination. Don't care about select the team, don't invert, don't invert class. Make sure creature is on. This is gonna make sure that it affects only creatures, so turn that on. Make sure that affects players is no. This is gonna, if you don't turn this off, it's gonna kill the player. Please make sure that this is to no. Perfect. We'll pull out a post process. Name this Kaboom post process. Enable during phase, always. Post process effect, put sepia. Effect duration, you could put 3 seconds. I think that looked good. Strength, put 0.0. The blend in, keep that the same. Don't mess with that. Blend in duration, put 0.21. Blend out duration, 1. Easy. Now what I need you to do is copy, paste it. In the post-processing effect, go over to heat wave. Now, go into your content drawer. Let's pull out a pulse trigger. Place that down and name this Kaboom pulse trigger. Loop infinitely. Put off. Number of loops. Number of loops should be about 16. I think a good number would be around 15, 16. The BPM, you don't really need to mess with that, but if you want to make it faster, slower, whatever, it doesn't matter. Length 0.5, width 0.5, and height 0.5. Disable activation while running. Make sure this is on, please. And send player information, make sure that is on. Pull out a trigger and put this within this like little zone. So grab a trigger, place it down in the trigger, name this count trigger. Should be good there. Let's pull out another timer, place that down, name this Kaboom timer. Duration 8 seconds. Apply to player. Success on time in, true. Completion behavior, reset. Don't change any of these. Show on HUD, turn that off. You don't really care to see it. Make sure that the sounds are off. Audio effects, turn that off. And everything else doesn't matter. Go to your content drawer and grab an item granter. Pull that out, place it down. Name this Kaboom granter. Obviously, I named all these Kabooms, so when you type in Kaboom, you'll find all of these mechanics that are connected to this together. Enable at game start, yes. Receiving player, all. This is important. Make sure everybody's receiving points for when a nuke goes off. On grant action, keep all. Grant on cycle, no, because there's gonna be a video that comes down the road that I'm gonna need you guys to make sure that this is off. Drop items at player location, never. We have all of the devices set up option wise. Okay, we're gonna go through and we're gonna set everything up now mechanically. Make sure that you have your zombie counter and your zombie timer like available. If you haven't done your zombie counter or your zombie round system, I have a video on my channel. Go check that out because you will need that to be done for this mechanic. So first, go back to the Kaboom manager and we're gonna get settings done now. Enable when receiving from Kaboom cooldown timer, and it is on success. Disable when receiving from Kaboom manager on pickup. It's going to disable itself. So going into the functions, there's a lot of functions, so just keep up. Make sure you guys are hitting these correctly. On item pickup, I want you to type in Kaboom audio and make sure the setting is play. Kaboom post process, blend in for all. Kaboom volume, type that in. And then in the settings, put enable. The Kaboom manager, disable. Again, when you pick this up, it's going to disable itself. We already have that. That one should already be in there because we just set it up on the other one. A Kaboom remover. We're going to remove Kaboom audio 2, and then make sure this plays. Kaboom post process 2. We're going to blend in for all. Kaboom timer. We're going to go start Kaboom pulse trigger, and we're going to put start pulse. Like I said, make sure the item is in there as well. So the next thing, we're going to go to the timer. Again, I'm just making sure you guys are checking your work. Make sure you guys see this. Go into functions of the timer. Start when receiving from. Add one and put Kaboom timer. Kaboom timer success. Complete when receiving from. Next round timer. This will complete when the next round timer is completed. So next round timer succeeds. Damage volume. Disable when receiving from Kaboom timer. Put on success. This one should be set up already. Kaboom pulse trigger. Functions. Start pulse when receiving from Kaboom manager on pickup. This should be done already. Stop pulse when receiving from zombie counter. Again, this is from the zombie round system video, but you should have a zombie counter in your island at some point or somewhere. Connect this to when completed. Enable when receiving from next round timer. So this again from the other video. Next round timer on success. Then you disable when receiving from zombie counter when completed. Go to the trigger that's inside of the zone of the pulse trigger or sequence or whatever you want to call it. Go over to your events. It should be zombie counter, which you set up in the last video. or in the other video. Zombie counter, and then the function is increment progress. So make sure it is not increased target value. Do not increase target value because that's going to mess up everything. Make sure it is increased progress. So increment progress is what you want. Coming over here to the final count, or the timer, the Kaboom timer. Go over to your events and let's set these up if they're not already set up themselves. Yeah, this should be set up already. This should be set up already. Kaboom granter. Grant item. This is the final device. Grant item when receiving from Kaboom timer. I'm pretty sure we just set that up. So you should already have this in here. Kaboom timer on success. Go into your items. At the very bottom. Grab some gold. And drop 400 coins, gold, money, whatever you want to call it. Points. Drop 400 points into this item granter. And now we can start it. It's gonna be very rare to grab these, but the zombies will drop them. Should have dropped me some better guns too. There we go, Kaboom. Ooh wee, you see the counter? You see the timer? Just like that, you've seen some of like the back end of what it does. After the timer, you get your 400 points. And then, so right here, this is what I set up where there's a cooldown on it. So if the round is longer, this will continue until this is done. Then you'll see another drop potentially. But when the round starts, it will reset because why have the timer? Why continue the timer if it already is a new round? You know what I mean? And that is the Nuke, aka Kaboom video. If you guys enjoyed that video, please leave a like, subscribe, join the Discord, ask questions in the comment section, please. Let me know in the comments what's the next video you want to see. Other than that, wish you guys have a nice day. I'll see you in the next video.